Hi, thanks for joining me today. This video is a video to welcome spring. So as spring, we think of time of new growth and renewal and maybe a fresh start. So a lot of twisting poses or doing some twisting poses can be helpful to kind of do a reset, kind of maybe wring out anything you don't need anymore, and also poses that help you to stay grounded. If you think of things that are growing up from the earth right now, we want to stay really grounded also. So I don't think we need any special props today. If you do have a yoga block handy, if you want to have it close by, if you want to use it, but most of our practice, we should just need our mat. So let's come to a mountain pose. So feet hip distance apart, lift all your toes up off of your mat, spread the toes, place the toes back down. So feel that grounded connection of the feet to the earth. Think of lifting the inner arch of the foot and the kneecaps. Think of the sternum lifting. Think of the energy all the way up through the crown of the head. Hands resting down by your side. Then thinking of, as we think of all this energy coming up through the front of the body with all this lift in the front of the body, then think of the energy also moving back down through the back of the body. So think of the shoulder blades dropping down, the tailbone lengthening, and the energy going all the way down into the soles of the feet. So as you inhale, think of inhaling the energy up the front of the body, and then as you exhale, think of the energy moving down the back of the body. So with that image, just for a moment, let your eyes close, or maybe just a soft gaze with the eyes down if that feels more comfortable for you. But just do a little check-in with how your body feels today. Gentle breath moving in and out of the nose. And as you bring your awareness to the breath, gradually begin to deepen the breath, taking a deeper inhale. Think of the breath moving down into the bottom of the lungs. And letting that breath release as you exhale. And then expanding that a little further, letting the breath fill the bottom of the lungs and then move up through the ribs and all the way to the collarbones. Exhaling the breath from the collarbones and the ribs and the bottom of the lungs. Another full inhale and exhale here, and keeping that breath going throughout our practice. And then very gently, as you take your next inhale, let the eyes open. Again, keeping that full steady breath as we move through this flow of poses today. So as you take your next inhale, float the arms up and overhead. Fingers extend up, feel the energy all the way up through the crown of the head. And then exhale, turn the palms down, float the arms back down by your side. So just a few times with the breath. Inhale, palms float up. And exhale, turning the palms down, the arms floating back down. Good, one more time like that. Inhaling. Maybe this time take the gaze up if you like, let the palms touch. And then exhale, release the hands back down, this time bringing the hands to the heart. And then if you're not already at the front of your mat, come to the front of your mat. Again, reestablish that mountain pose. And then inhale again, arms floating up and overhead. As you exhale, send the knees out over the toes, send the sit bones behind you, coming to a chair pose. So arms up alongside the ears. If that does not feel comfortable for your arms, you can have your arms at shoulder height. Think of drawing the lower belly in and up, so we're supporting the lumbar spine. Inhaling and exhaling, and then we're at a little twist here. So now bring the hands to shoulder height, bring the palms to touch. Nice deep inhale. As you exhale, open the right arm to the right, twisting to the right, take your gaze to the right, and then exhale, come back to center. So inhale, open the arm, left arm to the left, twisting to the left, and exhale, back to center. So keep that going. Inhaling, opening to the right. Exhale, back to center. Inhale, open to the left. Exhale, back to center. Good, one more time each side. Inhaling and exhale. Inhale and exhale. Now this time, palms together. Bring the hands down to the knees. Shoot the arms forward. Come all the way up. Reach up through the fingertips. Step the feet as wide as the mat. Turn the toes out slightly. Lift the heart and the sternum. Take the gaze up. Nice, good stretch, opening through the front of the body. And then bring the palms back together. Bring the hands to the heart. Bring the heel toe of the feet back in underneath the hips right now. Again, finding that mountain pose. Inhale, float the arms up. Exhale again, your chair pose. Send the knees out over the toe, sit bones behind you. And this time, bring the hands to the hips. We're gonna lift the left heel up and step the left leg back to a high lunge. Press back through that left heel. The back leg can be bent, or you can straighten through the back leg, whatever feels best for you. Make sure the right knee stays over the right ankle. Think of drawing that right hip crease back, and then float the arms up and overhead. Again, think of drawing the lowest ribs towards the hips. So find that core strength. Inhale and exhale. So similar that we did with that chair pose. Let's bring the arms to shoulder height, but we're just gonna open to the right this time. So palms together. Nice deep inhale and exhale, and then inhale, open the right arm to the right, twist to the right. Exhale, back to center. Inhale the arms up. Exhale, cactus arms, lift the heart and the sternum. Inhale the arms back up. Exhale the hands back to center, and once again to the right. Exhale, twist to the right. Inhale, back to center. Arms float up and overhead. Cactus arms, bend the elbows, lift the heart and the sternum. Arms again back up, and hands, arms back in front. One more time. Inhale, twist to the right. Exhale, back to center. Inhale the arms overhead. Exhale, cactus arms. Inhale the arms back up. And this time as you exhale, bring both hands all the way down to the mat. Keep left heel lifted. Step the right leg back beside the left. And maybe both feet back a little bit. Find a downward facing dog. So feet hip distance apart, the knees can be bent or the legs straight, hands shoulders distance apart, press into the fingertips, base of the knuckles, find your breath. Inhale and exhale. And then slowly looking towards the hands, start to walk the feet towards the hands, pedaling the feet, walking the feet up, standing forward bend. Inhale halfway up. Exhale again, fold all the way down, float the arms out to the side, coming all the way up, bring the palms together. Exhale the hands to the heart. Inhale, float the arms up. Exhale to your chair pose, send the knees out over the toes, sit bones behind you, and then bring the hands to the hips, lift the left heel, right heel, excuse me, step the right leg back. So take that high lunge second side. So back knee can be bent or the leg can be straight. You can also lower the knee all the way down to the mat. You can do this with the knee down. So inhale the arms again up and overhead, draw the ribs down to meet, down towards those hips. Inhale and exhale. And then bringing the palms together. So we'll take that little sequence to the left. So inhale, open, twist to your left. Exhale, back to center. Inhale the arms up. Exhale, cactus arms, press into the feet. Inhale the arms back up. Exhale, hands back in front. Inhale, twist to your left. Exhale, back to center. Inhale, float the arms up. Exhale, cactus arms. Inhale, arms again up. One more time, hands forward. And then inhale, twist to your left. Exhale, back to center. Inhale the arms up. Exhale again, cactus arms. Inhale the arms back up. This time, exhale both hands down to the mat. Step that left leg back beside the right. Again, maybe extend your base out a little further. Arms, hands and feet a little further apart. Find your downward facing dog. You can always come to a child pose if you prefer. You can release the knees down and fold all the way back, forehead to the mat, hips towards the heels. Your option. Inhale. And exhale. So pedaling the feet this time, let's walk the feet halfway in and then walk the hands back to meet. So we're in the center of the mat. Inhale, halfway up. Exhale, fold all the way down. Float the arms out to the side again, coming all the way up, palms together. Exhale the hands to the heart. So now turning long ways or sideways on your mat. We're going to take a big step with the feet side to side. So toes start pointing towards the long edge of your mat. So find your foundation here first. So feet evenly grounded, a little bit more weight in the ball joint of the big toe and the inside of the heel so your ankles don't roll out. And then turn the toes slightly out, just a tiny little bit. Bring the hands to the inner thighs. Take a nice deep inhale. Exhale, bend the knees, sending the knees towards the end of your mat so the heels, the knees land right over top of the heels, just as in our lunge, hands on the inner thighs. And then keeping this little horse stance, our start of our goddess pose, we're going to bring the arms out to our side, cactus arms. Inhale and exhale. Now inhale, press into the feet, straighten the legs, straighten the arms to reach the arms up, palms touch, maybe look up if you'd like. And then exhale, bend the elbows, bend the knees once again. So we're going to do that a few times, moving slowly with the breath. Press into the feet, inhale all the way up, palms touch, legs straight, gazing up. Exhale, bend the elbows, bend the knees, come back to that goddess pose. Let's do that 2 more times. Inhale. Good, and exhale. Good, once more, inhale and exhale. Now pausing here in that goddess pose, and we're just going to take tiny little pulses. So lift up an inch or 2, lower down an inch or 2. Lift up an inch or 2, lower down an inch or 2. Good, inhale and exhale and inhale. And exhale. Good. Once more. Inhale. Really feel that grounded energy down through the feet. And exhale. Now inhale. Straighten the arms again. Straighten the legs. And this time, exhale. Bring the hands down to the heart. Turn the toes back forward. Soften the knees slightly. Little bend in the knees. And then fold all the way down. Forward bend. So fingertips down to the mat. This is where if you have a yoga block, you can rest your hands on a block. But just think of a nice long length of your spine. Bend your knees as much as you need to. It's better to bend the knees to find a better hinge at the hip than straighten the legs and kind of rounding the spine. So think of that as you're coming down here. Inhale and exhale. Now walk your fingers, your arms, over towards the right end of your mat. We're going to spin on the right foot, right toes turn towards the end, come onto the toes of the back foot, lower that back knee down, uncurl the toes, press into the feet, float the arms all the way up. Exhale, both hands down to the mat, lift the back knee, and we're going to walk back to center, back to that forward bend here, crown of the head reaching down. Inhale and exhale, and now begin to walk your hands over towards your left foot, spinning on the heel, left toes turn towards the end of your mat, come onto the toes of the back foot, lower that back knee down and curl those toes, press into the feet. Inhale all the way up. Exhale again, fold all the way down, curl the back toes under, lift the back knee, and we're going to walk again back to center. Spin those feet back to center. Toes point toward the long edge again, little tiny half bend in the knees, little micro bend in the knees. Now bring the hands to the fronts of the shins somewhere, the knees, the thighs, whatever works. And now we're going to inhale, come halfway up, lengthen through the crown of the head. And then exhale, softening the knees, folding down. So we're doing that a couple times. Inhale, halfway up, find that nice flat back. And exhale and fold down. Good. Once more, inhale. And exhale. And then this time, inhale halfway up, and then hands to the hinge of the hip. Come all the way up to stand. Heel, toe the feet back together. Once you come back to your mountain pose, again, find the feet grounded down through the earth. Lift the heart and the sternum. Energy up through the crown of the head. Inhale and exhale. Let the eyes close for a moment. Just notice how you feel. Inhaling and exhaling. And then floating the arms once again up and overhead, letting the eyes open. Take the gaze up. Palms together. Exhale again. Bring the hands to the heart. And once again, close the eyes, just bow the head slightly towards the hands. Feel a little stretch in the back of the neck. Inhaling and exhaling. Take a moment to just thank yourself for taking a little time on your mat today. A little time for you, a little maybe spring reset. And as you're ready, gently let the eyes open. So thank you for joining me today. I hope this practice is beneficial. Again, anytime we do some twisting poses can kind of help get rid of maybe stuff that we don't need anymore. Physical stuff, energetic stuff, just things that maybe springtime with all this new stuff coming in the earth, new plants budding, trees budding, maybe time for a little bit of new growth for you too. So I hope you enjoyed this, and I hope to see you sometime soon in the saddle or on the mat. Have a great day. Bye-bye.